Hey, what can I help you with? I want to sell a ring today. Okay. Holy. Got the mother of all Super Bowl rings. Every deal at the gold and silver pawn shop is a gamble. But some are like going all in on the final hand of the World Series of Poker. When a seller brought in a gigantic Patriots championship ring, Rick Harrison was faced with just such a moment. The ring was a monster, but a glaring imperfection made it a huge risk. But I'll still make good money on this ring. With the price I can sell this ring for, I think I had a pretty good day's work. This wasn't just about buying a piece of sports history. It was a bet that could lead to a massive payday or a humiliating loss, proving once and for all if Rick's legendary gut feeling was truly priceless. The Ring of Doubt. In the neon-soaked heart of Las Vegas, the gold and silver pawn shop has seen more than its fair share of treasures. But every so often, an item walks through the door that changes the game entirely. On this particular day, it arrived in a small box, but its presence was enormous. It was a 2004 New England Patriots Super Bowl ring. A piece of jewelry so large and audacious it looked like it belonged to a king. The seller, a broker, laid it on the counter, and the entire shop seemed to pause. This wasn't just a ring. It was a monument cast in 14-karat white gold. A glittering testament to a sports dynasty. It's from Super Bowl 39. It's when they beat the Eagles, and they went back-to-back, like it says on the side of the ring. That was a close game. I mean, I know it came right down to the wire. It was like a three-point game. Yeah, it was real close. You see, this ring commemorated Super Bowl 39, where the Patriots clinched a back-to-back championship victory over the Philadelphia Eagles in a nail-biting game that ended 24-2. The ring itself was a masterpiece of excess. What many overlooked is that at the time it was the heaviest and most expensive Super Bowl ring ever created. It was loaded with an incredible 124 diamonds, weighing a total of nearly 5 carats. The top featured the Patriots logo set in a sea of brilliant cut diamonds shaped like a football. One side of the ring proudly displayed the words back-to-back. A rare boast in the world of professional sports, celebrating the team's victory in both 2003 and 2004. Only one other team in history, the Dallas Cowboys, had achieved that level of dominance. The seller explained the ring's history. It had belonged to a former wide receiver named Ricky Bryant. He had taken out a loan against the ring and never returned to reclaim it, leaving the broker with a very valuable and very heavy piece of collateral. Player-owned rings are the holy grail for collectors, commanding a far higher price than those given to front office staff. The seller was looking for a price in the low 20s, somewhere around $21,000 or $22,000. So, how much were you looking to get out of it? I was in the mid to low 20s. For a piece of this magnitude, the price seemed fair. But Rick Harrison, a man whose fortune was built on skepticism, saw a problem immediately. To put it mildly, Rick is a nut for championship rings. It's a well-known fact that he has a habit of buying them and rarely selling them, much to the annoyance of his son, Corey, and the old man. His personal collection is legendary, and he knows these rings inside and out. As he examined the Patriots ring, everything looked perfect. The weight was right, the diamonds were flawless, and the craftsmanship was superb. But then he looked inside the band. The thing nobody tells you is that the maker's mark is often the first and most important sign of authenticity. Stamped inside should have been the crisp machine-engraved logo of just the company famous for manufacturing most official Super Bowl rings. Instead, the mark looked sloppy as if it had been engraved by hand. This is precision machine engraving inside of it. Every Super Bowl ring I've ever had that was made by Johns is engraved like that. It was a glaring red flag. In a world of high-end counterfeits, a hand-engraved manufacturer's mark on a piece worth tens of thousands of dollars is almost always a sign of a fake. The seller was confident, but Rick's gut was screaming that something was wrong. This was the dilemma. A perfect ring with one fatal flaw. He had a choice to make. He could pass on the deal, playing it safe and avoiding a potential $20,000 mistake. Or he could take a massive risk, betting that there was more to the story than met the eye. He looked at the ring again. The sheer power in history it represented. The risk was huge, but